7:17 is the time right now. We are still waiting to find out who will be the next pope. And just over an hour ago, we saw black smoke come from the chimney over St. Peter's Square, which means the third round of voting ended without a pope being elected. Now, the new pontiff must receive a 2/3 majority in order to become the next pontiff. Joining us live this morning to talk about this is Dr. Kurt Martins, a professor at Catholic University. Dr. Martins, thank you again for spending time with us this morning. And we know that the Pope is, when the Pope is chosen, there will be white smoke to signal the final vote. But we saw black smoke yet again. So what's the next phase in this?
Next phase is that we will have to look at chimney again around roughly 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon, our time. Depends on how fast they can get stuff done. Unless it's a little bit earlier, that would mean that the Pope would be elected after one round of voting this afternoon. So we'll have to wait. It is possible that we can get someone this afternoon. The Dean of the College of Cardinals, Cardinal Re, who is not in the conclave, said today was quoted today in the Corriere, an Italian newspaper, as saying, "We will have a pope this afternoon," but he's not participating. So we will see if his prediction is correct.
All right. Is there a precedent for a long conclave like this? I mean, now, this is not really long, but is there a precedent for this taking this period of time?
So in a time of email and instant connection, we want an answer right now. Remember, we had, when we were children, we had still letters, and we mailed a letter, and a bit later we got an answer. Now we want everything right now. The same thing for a conclave. We need to be a little bit more patient, because it can take, as I said earlier today, it can take until tomorrow. It could take until Saturday. They need to get a 2/3 majority. That's not going to be easy. It is possible that we have a new pope today, either after the first or after the second round this afternoon. We will see how it evolves. If we have a pope fast, that means that most likely one of the favorites, as they call them, one of the people who have been mentioned, might have been able to get a lot of votes fast. So that is one possibility. Right. Like what happened in 2005 with Pope Benedict. Ratzinger secured the votes really quickly, and his election was very fast. But don't forget, John the 23rd took a few days to get elected. That was in 1958 after Pius XII died. So fast, even a few days is still fast.
Right. All right. So they have the list of people that I know you said they have to verify how this process is going, the names and who voted for who, and they have to make sure everybody voted for the person they said they were going to vote for. So as far as how it works, the names are on the list, and you vote for it, and then if you're not in the mix, so to speak, they take those names off, and then they just go with the ones on the
That's not how it works.
Okay.
No. So in the Sistine Chapel, they have, of course, the rules and whatnot. They each have their little space. In front of them is their name card, and they have a kind of big piece of paper where all the names are listed, how they are seated actually. And so they can also, they see the names there. What typically happens is you'll see a first round of voting like last night. That lays the cards on the table. Then you have a next round today and a second one today. So we have had 3 rounds of voting. What the Cardinals should see right now is, okay, who was on the top? Who came out 1, 2, and 3 yesterday? And is there any movement? Is the front runner, or are the front runners getting any further votes? If that continues and one or two of the front runners gain momentum, then other Cardinals are going to vote for that person. If at some point a drama, we call that a drama, happens, and someone stalls, like say around 60 votes, and you see there is no further movement, you cannot get to those 89 votes. And so that means votes are going to shift to someone else who might be able to get more support. It's all kind of in those little details, but there is not such a thing as someone will be taken off or someone will no longer be a candidate. You're a candidate until you say yourself you're not a candidate. It happened, for instance, in 2005 when there was a competition, as we hear, between Ratzinger and Bergoglio. And Cardinal Bergoglio said at the time, if I will be elected, I will not accept. And so he paved the way then for Ratzinger to be elected, because there were some who were using Bergoglio as a roadblock to Ratzinger's election. So that happens too. That's politics in a conclave. Right. It's all very fascinating to see that.
Right.
So we will see if there is a fast election. It might mean that one of those front runners, as we call them, although there is not really a front runner, that there is quick resolution around one candidate.
Right. All right, Dr. Martins, thank you very much for the insight. Very helpful there as we go through
You're very
this
welcome.
process.
Okay.
All right. Take care, sir.